How's it going? Welcome back to my how-tos for the Ocarina of Time. This episode is going to be featured on the Shadow Temple. Just giving a heads up, in order to make it this far in the game, you must have beaten the Forest, Fire, and Water Temple. We've gotten all three of those. You will also have to conquer the bottom of the well. You would have had to go back to be a kid, would have played the Song of Storms to lower the well, would have been Dead Hand in there, and get the Lens of Truth. In doing so, you would have gone to this point of the game. Also, make sure you have Din's Fire. It's very helpful for this first part to enter the dungeon. You warp to the graveyard with your Nocturne of Shadow, make your way down here and onto this pedestal. Take Din's Fire, place it down right on the pedestal, launch out flames in every single direction, and the door will open. We can officially move on to the dungeon. In we go. The big thing about this dungeon is many of the walls are fake, if not all the walls are fake. So just get used to that. Had the Lens of Truth at the ready. Yeah, they warn you about it right here. In doing so, you can see all this fake shit. Like, you see this wall right here? Fuck you, it's actually not a wall. Think you're gonna stop me, wall? You actually are, because you're gonna talk to me first. I think one of these walls is fake too. Oh, this one. Perfect. Eons ago when I started the series, I had a song about, or a video about how to get the Sun Song. Now we put it to good use. Prepare for a world of pain there, asshole. That one actually got me. Yeah, defeat the enemies, the door will open up, and a chest will appear. It has the dungeon map inside of it. Yeah, keep making your way through the dungeon. You'll figure out what all the fake walls are. Although they're also kind of marked by the pot too, which is kind of convenient. You'll then end up in a chamber with guess who? If you're wondering if the strategy to beat him is any bit different, it is not. It is the same old shit. He is very easy to beat. And this time you also have the Master Sword, which is significantly stronger than the Kokiri Sword, making the fight pretty easy. Told ya. Easier than the last time. You will get a chest, you open up the chest, and what you'll get is the third pair of boots in the game, the hover boots. This will allow you to hover over the ground for a short period of time. Back in this room right here, you'll find out that this one... Yeah, this is the damn skeleton that actually has its head on. So what you have to do is take this, take whatever this thing is, rotate into a spot where it's only facing that one skeleton that actually exists. If you screw up, this will fall underneath you. If you do not, the door opens on their side, and you can use the hover boots to get across. Like so. Yes, like the Water Temple, get used to switching your boots back and forth a lot of times. Watch these 6 skills to get all the silver rubies without any sweat at all. I just run around in a circle, and there's absolutely no phasing me. I pressed the wrong button, and got trucked. I suck. But now in this room, just get all the silver rubies. They're not that hard to get. The blades aren't that powerful either. Just say fuck it whenever it hits you. Get 5 of them and you get a small key. Guess what you can do to take out these frickin' mummies. That's all there is to it. This Sun Song is so helpful for in this dungeon because there's so many of the Redeads and I think they're called Give It. Oh. Oh, Jesus. What happened to me kicking your ass? What happened to those days? That's more like it. That's how you're supposed to kick their ass. Maybe it's not as easy as I was thinking. After all that chaos, you end up getting the compass in this room. That's what you get out of it. So coming up in this room, you will need your hover boots to get around these little gates that are trying to squash the living shit out of you. Don't worry, they're not that, like, much of a threat, but... Take a right here, dodge the skeleton man, go over here, and you can end up in this part. You no longer need the hover boots too. So outside of that, the last silver ruby is in this guy. If you roll into him, you can get him without killing it. Very helpful if you don't have bombs. I know your tricks, game. With the block, you can make your way all the way over to the other side of the room. You can then climb onto these little spikes things that are trying to kill you, and you'll be able to get a small key chest when that's all said and done. I still know your tricks, games. There's platforms right there. You can't fool me. Now, without using it, I'm gonna just guess where the platform is. That worked out a lot better than I expected. I thought for sure I was going to fall to my death. But no, I just went right through that perfectly. I also know your tricks, games. You have to get around the spikes to get this one. I still hit the spikes. Yeah, if you have noticed, there's a lot of puzzles in this dungeon that require getting the silver rubies. That's gonna be a lot of the dungeon. That's kind of all there is to it. Get all the silver rubies, you can head into this room. This is where you gotta work on your bombskeball skills. Very valuable in this game, very valuable. Cash. In the hole. Short of the hole. Down we go. Away we go. Please make it in. God damn it. For 3! Woo! For the love of God, please make it in. Hey! It's in! Oh, thank God. Yeah, that shoots out a small key, so you can go pick it up. Oh yeah, I forgot. You actually need the iron boots in this dungeon too. Ow. Believe it or not, you actually want to get blown by one of the fans at this part right here. Thank you, thank you. Because there's a secret passageway right there. You just go through it, and there you go. That's actually how you progress further into the dungeon. I think there's something hidden under this pile of crap right here. Knew it. You see that right there? Sometimes crap has a lot of special things underneath it. Never discard crap. Big thing right here. When you move this block, you remember this room right here, this little part of the room I'm showing right now? That is actually basically is a path that can lead underneath straight down to this part. So if you die to the boss and want to skip ahead in the dungeon, this is the path you can take. So you don't have to go through all that maze obstacles again that we just did. So very, 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 very important, right? Very, very important part right here. Have you ever been on a very luxurious cruise line, one of the best in the world? Well, Link now has. He's about to be on the SS piece of shit. This is what you call a terrible ship. You may have noticed that just bouncing up and down over a lake of, I think, air, so it's not really something spooky already from the get-go. And look at this. They have just random entertainment that pops on and tries to kill you. It's absolutely horrendous. Is he gonna... Yeah, thank you. He exposed himself one last time. Oh, what do you know? More entertainment! The best part about the cruise ship is it literally crashes and sinks into this, like, abyss of nothingness. It is what you call a very pathetic ship. Not only did I almost die in it, but it almost killed me just by its pure poor design. Who thinks this room's gonna be easy to navigate? Nope. In this room, the important thing to do is go to either the left corner or the right corner. Do that, you can get a small key by beating up this asshole. And his minions. If you make your way over to the right side, you will end up in the room where you have the boss key. And you'd also get squashed unless you use your Din's Fire. Think you're gonna die in this torture pit? Din's Fire has your back. Oh, he's making his way over to me. Good for him. Now I'm gonna go sick the sun on you if that's okay. No need to panic. It'll all be over soon. That sun song is so goddamn helpful in this place. Now how are all these bombs growing in this, like, beneath a graveyard this deep down? Beyond me. But it is pretty convenient as you can blow up the bombs and knock down this said pillar, which I somehow landed on top of, to get to the other side. Very convenient, very convenient. Yes, you're gonna need to use this again in order to get across. Did you know that most drummers are deaf because what they have to do for a living is so fucking loud it kills their eardrums? Well, good news for this drummer up here. He doesn't have to worry about that shit at all because I'm just gonna be the one to kill him. Yeah, if you go to the bottom, you're gonna land on top of this drum. There's gonna be a pair of hands playing it, as well as this flower head, just somehow organizing the entire thing. An odd shape for this shadow monster evil spirit guy to take, but that is what Bongo Bongo took. Yeah, I see you, champ. So the key to this guy is you have to hit his two hands with your arrows, then you hit the eye that is exposed with your arrows. You then go over and sword the eye, the little piece of shit it is. Usually it takes 4 tries to do, but that was my 4th try right there. Yeah, maybe it's gonna take one more. There we go. Now, I also went down all the way to 1 heart because I think my controller fucked up. I think I hit him a few times they didn't give me credit for. So, you know what I'm going to say? That's right, this was bullshit. I still beat your ass. I can still be bullshit because this is bullshit shit. But, yeah, again, I don't think there's too much to the fight. Use the 2 arrows in the hands, stun them, hit him in the face with the arrows, stun that, sword the shit out of it. And the drums gets a little annoying, but you can handle it. Don't let the bullshit affect you. You'll make your way back to the Chamber of Sages, you'll run into Impa, she'll say, good job, you did a good job with the bullshit, despite the fact that it was bullshit, and she'll give you the Shadow Medallion. That will be 4 sages down, 4 temples down, only 1 to go. We're doing great right now in Ocarina of Time. Let's just keep the train rolling. That's it. See ya.